Hello everybody, Trisha here with Bam Badasses Alchemist Mystics, doing wisdom with cards on this beautiful Saturday afternoon in Florida. Oh, neighbors are out with the dogs and they have a visitor. I heard Nana is coming, so I was going to move inside, but I thought, no, this is life. This is joy. They're bouncing on their trampoline, and this is the stuff of life. So we're moving with it. Elemental Oracle deck today. And we're going to start with card for the collective. Joy and happiness. Card for the collective today. Oh, fire, ignition. Yeah, I feel this. So, as a lot of you know, and a lot of you have attended Mystic Sounds. It's a performance. It's a sound healing. It's a journey. It's not a musical performance. We're not a band. Like it's really different each time. The energy, its frequency, its energy with sound, with voice, with crystal sculpture grids, energy. And last night, our session was. There was a lot of drums, a lot of like movement. And there were times where it was like very like out there and peaceful, and then we would come and it was almost like what was coming forth was a lot of like dissonant energy, a lot of like kind of like uprooting. And so it makes sense that fire is coming up for the collective. So that's what it felt. It's movement, it's inspiration, it's alchemy, it's, but to get here, we have to be uncomfortable. When we're changing something and moving like pieces that are still in the shadow, still to be moved, it's uncomfortable. Even downright disturbing sometimes, because there's parts that are deep in our subconscious or deep within our body, deep within our mental matrix that are coming up, they're rising up. And this is happening in the collective too, especially with the nature of things. We got election season coming up, we got, lots of weather patterns, elemental balancing, and it is like uprooting and it's like charged. So this is inviting us to take that energy and not be afraid of it, not be angry at it, not go into the shadow and stay there, but to see it as an invitation that something's ready to move, something is ready to change, something is ready to be brought into the light so it can be worked with, it can be looked at. And in this card, it's to be the magical beings, creators that we are, and turn that fire, that energy, those emotions into magic. If you see this figure, she is dancing. She is taking that energy. And it's interesting because I watched a little bit of The Last Airbender last night. Not the anime or the cartoon, but the movie. And this is what they were doing. It was like almost like this Tai Chi, movement with elements. And in the end, the airbender, who can be the master of all the elements, brought peace through utilizing the power that was within him to stop the fighting. And it got really big, and he used water in the movie to calm down the fighting, the anger, the rage, the activation, the reaction. So this is what is called to us as a collective human, is this kind of energy, this fire energy, this movement of the dark pieces of our being, of our psyche, that are coming up as a collective and as individuals, to see it as an invitation to take the charge out of it and see it as pure energy to be worked with in your life and in our community and in our world. And even if it is part of your soul's mission to work with the bigger fields, the dimensional fields, the cosmos, that this is an opportunity to do some real change and magic and to shift that energy for the highest and greatest good of your life and all. So ignition, fire, for the collective. It's time to step into the role as creator, the creators that we are, empowered, secure, confident, and with that heart. In Chinese medicine, the heart is the fire element. So it's not just doing it just from that gut, but also from the heart space where it's love. So fire ignition for the collective. Take all of that energy, those emotions, those mental patterns, the hurt, the shadow, all this shit that's coming up that seems to be overwhelming at times, and use it as energy, as fuel, as ignition to activate not only your solar plexus and your gut, that fire there, the soul fire, but also the heart with love. And do your magic. And so it is. Okay, so I do see some requests. Hi, Becca and Paul. I'm so glad you're on. All right, and I see Dana and Alexandra. Alex, good to see you. And it was so good seeing you up in Lancaster. You're so beautiful. Okay, so we're going to go Paul first. Elemental Oracle deck today, y'all. Elemental Oracle. Paul. Interesting card for a man. Fecundity. Rain. What a word. Fecund. Which means fertile. And rain is, before we really dive into the image, because we're working with her womb here, and men have wombs too. You have energetic wombs. That's your creation center. Men create also. And I like to, also in Tantra, when men and women come together and exchange love, energy, the man's heart is considered his womb in that practice. And the man and woman come together, and there's this beautiful cycle from heart to womb. The woman's womb to the man's heart to the woman's womb. And so when we talk about womb for men, there's an energetic womb down in the reproductive area, lower belly. That is your creation center. That's across the board, whether you're a man or a woman. We all have masculine and feminine. So this rain piece, so this is saying there's fertility in you right now, Paul. Like there's a lot of fertile soil. If you think of like a garden, the soil is ripe and ready. It is. And if you look in this image, in her creation center, in this figure's creation center, because we'll just say this could be a man or a woman, there's new growth. There's like a sprout. The seed has sprouted. So this is, but yet it's not like a full-blown plant yet. It's still a little tender. It's still a little fragile. It's new life. So something has burst into your life experience. Something new, maybe a new relationship, maybe a new phase of life, maybe something new in the career, or something new. Maybe you've reached, you feel like something's moved in the right direction, but yet it's still kind of new. So this is rain. This is saying allow emotions, allow the waters to provide nourishment and support to this new growth that's happening in your life. So this isn't about pushing down emotions. This is kind of like we talked about in the first card for the collective, the fire. You know, not all emotions are like anger and out there. Some of them like take us inside. A lot of times to our past. They can be kind of feelings of sadness, maybe of something that now seems like it's gone from your life, and it doesn't mean it's gone. The energy, the love, the experience of that relationship or that phase of life is nourishing this one. We are here to have experiences in this human body, and each experience or relationship has, you know, stuff that we had to learn, uncomfortable things, and like gems and magic. So this is saying allow the rains to nurture this new growth that's happening. There's a sense of protection here. You see the hands are kind of crossed over the heart, and it's almost like her heart energy, the love energy is being, in this figure, rain down upon in this creation. So making this a priority, that there's not at this point in the process, if you're the kind of person that's like the heart is like going out to others, that this is the time to allow that love, that heart energy to kind of cook, to kind of grow inside, maybe some personal work rather than like relationship work. This is about a personal love, personal self-love, personal work. And that love is being nourished, is nourishing this new growth. So hopefully that helps, Paul. And that is for you today. And if you want to do, Paul, I know if you want to do like a more in-depth card reading, let me know. You have my cell phone number. All right. Becca, you are next. Oh, I love this card. Air, motion. It's so interesting. This is like a little different than your husband's card. You know, where he's kind of like going within and cultivating. This card saying, it's time for you to move. Look at all these horses. They're not just like sitting there like lollygagging. They are moving. They are ready to take off, if not already in motion. So this is air. This is communication. This is the breath of spirit pushing you forward through the clouds, through the stuff. So this is indicating this is time for you to take action. Like you have spirit's support, and these horses are ready to carry you. I mean, horses always to me represent freedom. You know, when they're just running and their manes are just flowing behind them, it is like this totem for freedom. So this is for you, Becca. It's time to act, to move, to make things happen. So that ignition, that fire card for the collective kind of adding into this is not so much the internal stuff. This is it's time to like really do your magic, step into your magic, make things happen, do the action. It's time, not tomorrow, not next week, not in a year. Horses, air, motion. It's saying do it, and not even just one horse. You got a whole row of them. So this is I'm hearing multiple areas of your life. It could be career, family, your health, money, even fun. Like rest, relaxation, fun. This could even be travel. Definitely travel. Action. All areas. You're ready. Trust spirit's pushing you forward, but in a very free, wonderful way. So try not to see it as pressure. Try to see it as support, like a wave of winds just pushing the sails. And that's for you, Becca. All right, who else is on today? That's requesting a card. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Lori. Oh, hi, Lori. Not able to stay. Just wanted to say hi. I'll see you later today, Lori. Thanks for popping in. Okay, Maggie. And then Sheila. Maggie. Oh, the soul. Passion, Maggie. Look at this card. It's so beautiful. The eyes are the windows of the soul. And you have like the waterfall. This could be tears, but it could also just be like movement, like cleansing, nourishing. The falls, the waterfalls. That's like motion. It's movement. And then you got the trees above. It's almost like the eyeballs, the planet. All of the elements. Look at the butterflies and dragonflies. So magical. Your soul's expressing itself. Don't doubt that. You know, sometimes we get caught up of, what's my purpose here? Am I even doing what I came here to do? Or even like, what the heck am I doing here? And I was listening to Richard Rudd's Gene Keys this morning. The 20th Gene Key was about purposelessness and then totality. And I can't remember what the divine essence, I think it was like immortality, but this is reminding me of that. It's saying that, you know, we're always concerned, like, what's my purpose? But what our soul really wants is to experience itself as alive. So passion is that passion to experience life in this body, in this form, to the fullest. That's our purpose. And how we choose to do that is where free will comes in. And yes, sometimes a soul has a specific mission, but even then, even if there's a mission, and I find in the Akashic Records work, there's not a lot of souls that came into the body to do like one thing. It's very rare. Normally, the soul just wants to experience itself. And then there's karmic stuff that it has opportunities. The soul has an opportunity to work through in this time frame, in this lifetime. And they're just opportunities. Yet we get to pick and choose how we play out our life experiences for the soul to really feel alive. And that's where the passion comes, the passion for life itself. So whatever that is for you, Maggie, wherever that passion lies, deep into your soul, start doing those things. Even if they're little steps, like really maybe sit and meditate. Like I find when I go back to childhood, not the events of childhood, because we all have childhood stuff, you know, but really the essence of being our childlike selves when we're like, I want to be a veterinarian, or I want to just run through the woods and climb trees, or I want to just sing, or, you know, those pure essence of children. When you were a child, that's usually the seeds of the soul, the essence, the vibration that then in adulthood we can kind of go back to and say, okay, maybe it's time to revisit some of those dreams of the soul. Because when we're young, the soul still has like a lot of presence. And then as we, you know, grow up, that's when we, you know, start to change things, reprogram ourselves to, you know, have acceptance or do what mom and dad said, or, you know, this is what I should be. This is what I'm told to do. So I invite you this weekend, this week, to really get in touch to the essence of who you are. And that it may help to go back to like a childlike feeling of curiosity and openness, and start allowing that passion of your soul to make choices to have experiences, that it will feel alive in this beautiful life that you have. We get hung up in the stuff, you know, paying the bills or doing the job or raising the kids or taking care of mom or dad. A lot of us are caretakers now. You know, our parents are getting older, and those are roles. But even in those roles that we're choosing to play in the movie, we can still have these moments, these times, or this thread, this wave of this soul passion to experience itself, even through these seemingly mundane tasks of the world, of our life. Okay, that's for you, Maggie. Sheila's next, and then Amanda. Sheila. Good to see you, Sheila. I think you got this card before, Sheila. Desert solitariness. You know, there's a reason Jesus would go out in the desert. A lot of masters, a lot of spiritual teachers throughout time had periods of solitary. Because look what's happening here. They're not depressed and all huddled in a cave and crying. This is magic. This is connecting with nature, connecting with God, with spirit, with source within. Look at the light. I mean, that could be sunlight, but that light is also coming from this figure. I always see like a centaur, but I don't know if but that's always what I see here. You know, half horse, half human, in the mythical realm. So looking again at Becca's card with the horses, you know, that's freedom. So spending some time in your desert, Sheila. Or maybe you're going to travel to the desert. Why not? Take a trip. Because the desert, it has this feel of, even though there's life there, this vastness. It's like a blank slate on the earth with little gems of life. And you have to like, we got Blessing, the little kitty running around. So it's almost like being in a space, and this could even be done in the woods or at the beach, but it's like go to a beach that has no one there. This idea of like vastness where you are the only one on the planet at that moment, Sheila, and you and God have an experience together. Clearing your head, sink into the mystery of life, of your life, of you, and just be in that. And that's when some magic is going to happen. You're going to get some clarity, but you got to clear the space of distraction. And it's a potential for a spiritual awakening, is what I'm hearing, to allow your magic to come forth. So that's for you, Sheila. Amanda. Oh, volcano power, Amanda. All right. You know, we have the card for the collective, which was fire and ignition. And here this is definitely a personal explosion. This is like this is powerful. This is you stepping into you and just, you know, not giving a shit what people think. Sometimes we get so hung up on, am I doing this right? What are they going to think? Are they mad at me? Are they approving me? Am I going to be all alone here if I start acting like truly who I am? You know what? No, you won't be. You might have some things kind of getting cleared out by the lava. But this isn't, you know, volcanoes are nature balancing itself. It's the center of the earth that needs to expel the fire. And lava has this liquid, fiery liquid. It's almost like a combination of elements. It's a very magical, yes, it can be very destructive. It can purify. but it has like this kind of flow to it that's very cosmic. If you start doing meditations where you go into upper realms, you'll start to see and feel like this plasma there. It's kind of like similar to lava, but it has more of an etheric, rainbowy appearance, but it's very similar. So this comes from the depths of who you are. Lava comes from the depths of the earth, out a mountain into reality. So this is about you, Amanda, stepping into your power, because not only is there like, there's energy in you that's been trapped there for a while that's ready to come out. And it could come out like this, or you can work towards getting it out in smaller increments. So maybe it's just less dramatic, but the energy's there. So this is your choice. You could go on a retreat, like you maybe even find a retreat. It's like an intense retreat where you do like somatic releasing with creativity is nice, where you can allow this energy to go out. That's what I'm feeling for you. Like a scheduled retreat where it is like, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to allow this energy to come out, because what's happening is once that trapped energy is out of the body and into your consciousness, look what she's doing. She is like creating magic. She is connected spiritually. She is connected in here, and she's creating magic. She's empowered. She knows who she is. She's ready to move forward. This figure doesn't care what people think. This figure, it doesn't mean this figure is going to just tramp through life and cause destruction. There's love there. It's about cultivating the heart and the love with that power. There's responsibility once we get that self-empowerment. There's also this love and this self-responsibility of how to wield this power. So this is for you, Amanda. Very, very cool card. Power Volcanoes. Nice. All right, Lisa Manning. And then Brenda. And Justin, yay! And Brooke. Hi, Brooke. Hi, sister. All right, so Lisa. And then Brenda. I forgot to bring paper again. Lisa. Ooh, well, that one wanted to just pop, so we're going to go with it. Oh, companionship and animals. This also always reminds me of Frida, which is also a very strong, feminine, creative, strong woman. But look at the animals, companionship. It's almost like, Lisa, for you, like, get out in nature, or if you have animals in your life, really just connect with them. Like, there's a lot of love and healing and energy that they need from you and you need from them. You know, as people, oh, that's weird. How'd that bubble appear? That was a dislike bubble, a thumbs down. So if we're going to go to nature, and we are nature. Humans are part of nature. Nature's not something separate from us. And at one time in human history, we were immersed in nature. We depended on nature to survive, and nature depends on us. I mean, it's one ecosystem. Now, there's a lot that humans have created to separate themselves from nature. And so this is an invitation for you, Lisa, to dip back into some of the primal parts of you, of telepathy, of clairsentience, of communicating with your auric field. That's all nature language. Dogs and cats that have domesticated and now they're like living with us, any dog or cat owner or cat companion or steward knows about telepathy. Like, our animals read our energy and our thoughts. Sometimes we don't even have to say anything. they just understand. And a lot of times their behavior, I was watching the dog whisperer, Caesar, and, he's really working with the humans, because the animals are really just reacting. They're responding to the human's energy. So the more that we are clear and calm and in companionship and relationship with ourselves and our inner nature, communicating, connecting spiritually with God, with nature, with the trees, with the animals, it is more harmonious, and it helps us feel like home. Helps us feel like earth. Animals a lot of times are assisting us to remind us that earth is our home. It's our mother, and that we all are here together to enjoy her. So spending time with animals and shifting that mindset to we are in harmony, we are one family. All of the beings and the creatures are one family, and that we might have one particular animal we're a little afraid of for whatever reason. And I would invite you, if there is an animal that just came to your head when you heard that, that might be the one that I work with. And I'm getting like spirit chills. That may be the one that some healing and companionship needs to happen with. Because they're not the enemy. So there might be a lot of learning and growth and healing with that. All right, that's for you, Lisa. All right, Brenda and then Justin. Brenda. Oh, that didn't take long. Purity, ice, Brenda. Another horse. Man, horses are coming in. And you even said you loved the horse energy. So I think you definitely brought this one forward. This is a little different than that solitary one or the air one. This is also about, it's purity. Ice, when water is in the form of ice, it's purifying, it's crystallized. It becomes like a crystal, like a quartz crystal. It has structure. So in liquid form, it still has structure, but until it's frozen, like Dr. Emoto has this, there's a woman named Veda Austin that's doing a lot with frozen water, with talking to the water, setting intentions with the water, asking the water questions, and then freezing it, and the water's actually responding to her. So Dr. Emoto did a lot of work with crystallizing, with freezing water, and the messages of water. I mean, there's tons of books out there now. The water code. There's a couple books about the water codes and how water is a being that's really from the cosmos that's now on this planet, and it holds memory and it holds frequency. So anyway, so for you, this is saying just like this might be spending time resting, drinking water, purifying. Ice has this kind of cold. I keep getting tuned into the frozen part. The ice part has to do with the structure for you. So if you're trying to detox right now, which a lot of people are, I know I am. And I know a lot of other people that are shifting their food plans and doing like some detox. And I'm seeing the number on here is 33, which is a very powerful master number. So if you're in that, where you want to purify your life, clean out your life, really working with structured water. And you can buy structured water, but you don't need to. You can just hold a glass of water and you can pray over it and ask it to have the frequency, to hold the frequency of total health, vibrance, harmony, love, whatever you want it to be for you. Purification. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then drink it. That's medicine right there. Uniquely structured to me. And so it is. Well, this is coffee, but there's water in here. So Brenda, really be with water. And then horse is waiting. He's like, let's play. Go ride some horses. Like, this is like horses really just coming in for you to say, can you, I love spending time with you, Brenda. I love spending time with you. I'll help you. That's what I feel like this horse is saying. I'll help you detox. I'll help you purify. That's for you, Brenda. Thanks so much. I'm so glad you're on. Justin, I know you're next. Hi, Sarah. You were tuned into the horse, Sarah. That's great. Oh, good. I'm just now seeing your comments, Brenda. Detoxing and shifting. Great reminder. Oh, you do ride. I thought so. I kind of remember in your art creations. I remember that from when we did Tasha's stuff together. Okay, wonderful. So Justin is my last request. Sarah, if you're still on, Sarah, and you want a card, let me know. Justin, you've gotten this card before. I'm pretty sure. Atoms. Wait, hang on. What's it say? Building. I thought it said building blocks, but... All right, Justin. Sink into this one. This is such an... I always think of like Japan. I don't know, this takes me to the Orient. Every time I see this card. Maybe because, you know, in Japan and over in Asia, they have like those little floating lanterns. What deck is this? Brenda, it's Elemental Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. It's one of, I have a lot of favorites, but I really love her artwork. Well, she's not the artist, actually. Kinga Britschke. I'm sure I'm butchering the last name, is the artist. But what I love on the cover, it's Alchemy, Science, and Magic. But it's Stacey DeMarco. If you're going to look for it, that's how you would find it. Elemental Oracle. So, Justin, yeah, it's like, I don't know, there's a sense of reverence here. Reverence of the mystery. There's a sense of trust and stability, even in the boat on the water. It's a standing, like, skiff type boat. Oh, that's good. Is he dropping? Is he collecting the orbs or dropping them off? Oh, what a great question, which I want you to contemplate. Because it could go either way, couldn't it? In a sense, here's two, since these are behind him, these were dropped. But who's to say he's not going and maybe picking up one and dropping off another one? You know, that's what life is. It's a series of release and creation. That's the whole cycle of all that there is, even at the atomic level. And then these orbs are part of this bigger atom out here, this kind of cosmic, you know, there's this thing here of this little person could be floating around inside your body in the microcosm of Justin. Because we have the cosmos in us. I mean, if you ever look at, like, I go in rabbit holes and I have books of looking at microbiology and working with the body the way I do with fascia and the cells and these atoms. When we get down into, if you see like an enlarged like view of our eyeball or our liver lobules, liver cells, it looks like freaking interplanetary landscapes and cosmic fields of stars, and you know, the cosmos is within us. So this is kind of this indicator of this could be going on inside of you, cellularly, atomically, in the microcosm. And in shamanic work, when we do work in our psyche and our our unconscious, or our underneath the consciousness, we are creating change in our consciousness. So they're the same. Microcosm, to the macrocosm. So whether this little figure is actually on a lake, you know, out in space somewhere, and this atom is like one of these big ones that's creating like a whole galaxy, it's the same as within you. So I love going back to your question, is he collecting the orbs or dropping them off? Where are you in your life now? Or is it a combination? And I'm going to leave you with that question to contemplate today. And send me a message and let me know. Yeah, I want your inner wisdom to chew on this one. I'll send you a picture of this. And if you want, I can send you the reading from the book. But either way, you're doing it. And you're stable. You're grounded in the boat. If a wave comes, you'll adjust. But right now, the waters are calm. So this is the time for creation, for release, for creation, letting go, creating. So this is a great space for you to build your life at a very micro level and big level. Yeah, and I keep getting drawn into how stable. To be able to stand up in a boat, like, you got to have, you know, if any of us ever did a skiff or a paddleboard, or, you know, if you ever try to stand up in a canoe, it's like, oh my God, you know, you have to be like grounded within yourself and stabilized. So that's what I keep getting drawn into to reiterate to you. And I think the rest you will have fun with. Dive into that mystery today. All right. Okay. Hi, Andrea Price. Good to see you too. All right. And good, Sarah, you said sure. Sarah, always a pleasure to see you, love. Even though I'm not seeing anyone, I feel like I'm seeing you in front of me. I mean, yeah, I see like a little teeny, it's like literally that big, little profile pictures. But I know a lot of you in person. Not everyone, but even like people that come in like on a regular basis, I feel like I see you. Well, because that's just how I operate. So Sarah, yes. Ooh, you got one Paul got. Rain, fecundity, fecund, fertile. I don't know if you're really fertile, Sarah. I'm actually, once I said fertile, I actually saw you pregnant, and I don't think that's where you're at in life, but let's go with that. I don't always see that with this card, but that's what Spirit showed me. So, isn't that funny? But, you know, let's go with pregnancy. Let's go with, you know, with baby, with the womb holding life. And even if, you know, the ovaries are beginning to take a bow, or they have, we still create. In fact, if after the cycle stops of creating a baby potential, what we create in our womb becomes ours. It's not about creating babies. It's creating us, expressing us. So I feel like it's that. There's a heart protection. I'm gonna look at this a little closer. The card's rain. Okay, I'm getting a clearer message, and I want you to sink into this, but I'm like, you know, there might be something that you've wanted to birth, wanted to create, or it might have been a past creation that didn't go as planned. because there's like some lightning. I've never really seen this before. There's like a storm and this little fragile little being here, this little sprout, there's a storm in there. Yes, you have rain on the outside that can be cleansing. You got flowers all around, but this particular creation may have been like threatened, or maybe it didn't go as planned. So she's almost like protecting it. Almost a little bit of sadness I'm feeling. So I think this is, I'm hearing like it's an invitation to open this up a little bit, that it's time to explore this with some love, with some self-love, a past loss. Yeah, that might have a little bit of crying, a little bit of tears, a little bit of rain. Maybe stand in the rain. It's ready. You're ready. You're ready to do another layer of this. And you have a lot of support. And it's time to open up the heart. Open up your heart. Yeah, we all have, heartbreak. We all have like shit that happened that we're like, I'm done, and then we do little bits. It's like, okay, I'm going to try again. And each time the heart gets broken, it opens more. We have an opportunity for it to open more. But this is a deep one. Took me a little bit to get there, but now I feel like I'm there. And it's ready, and it can be done gently. It could be a matter of standing out in the rain, or going under a little waterfall, or swimming in a spring, and just, there might be some crying, or it's just like kind of this final little underlayer of a loss that may have happened a little bit ago. Yeah. That's for you, Sarah. Aren't you glad you asked for a card? Or that I prompted it? No, this feels good though. Like, I know this feels like I'm feeling sadness, and I'm feeling like some heaviness and weight, but I also feel like, yay, like it is time. It is time. And you have so much love and support, and you have so much love in you. Your heart is ready to just open and experience the love that you're worthy of, and to give love fully to those that are worthy. And that's for you. All right. We see Andrea's asking for one. Okay, Andrea, luckily I saw that, and then I will be tuning off. I might do one for myself, though. Wait, Brooke, are you still on? I think I skipped you. Yes, you are. Brooke, I'm going to do Brooke first. Brooke, I think I'm not writing them down today, Brooke. I'm so sorry. I don't know how I missed. Well, I'm not going to go back. So I have Brooke and then Andrea. And if I missed anyone else, please type in the comments. So this is for Brooke. Wow, they're coming quick today. Ooh, Brooke. Light, sun. This one's always interesting to me. Mwah, thank you, Sarah. So it's always interesting to me that there's two people here. It's a couple. It's not just one person viewing this light. And there's a lot in this whole ascension process. The 5D, the ascension, the light coming in, the light codes. And, there's a lot of talk about the sun, the solar feminine, the solar energy is where these codes are coming from. That this is really what's guiding the ascension. So the fact that in this image, the sun is actually on a mountain and like dripping down like plasma, I don't know. It's very fascinating to me. That the sun is coming to the earth. The light is here, is what I'm hearing. The light's not out there. The light's already here. The sun is already here. And you, Brooke, are witnessing it and experiencing this with another person. So this might even be, I know you, and I don't know if a partner is something even in your manifestation, but this could be a friend. This could even be a part of you, an aspect of your psyche, like another part of you that you in harmony together are receiving this light. You will take a partner. Maybe that's what this is saying. Let me see what number this is. It's a 6. In tarot, the 6 is the Lover's card. I don't know. I'm feeling like it could be an opening for that for you. And they're on this solid rock. Like, it's solid. And they're not afraid. It's not like the sun's going to, like, engulf them. The sun's almost like a waterfall. Light. It's here. The new earth is here. And if you are open to a partner, I feel like honing in, manifesting someone that also has experienced this, that the light is not out there somewhere. The light's right there. It's on earth, in your body. It's already there. So a partner that also is that way. Yeah, lover. Lover's card. I might go to the book on this one. Hang on. I'm getting drawn into the book. And then Andrea, hang in there. All right, sun. Be grateful for what you have right now, Brooke. Every day brings new possibilities. New possibilities and opportunities. Concentrate on building your vitality and health. Shine a strong light upon the dark corners. Honesty and transparency are vital at this time. Honesty and transparency. I'm going to keep reading, but, ooh, look at that. So even looking at partnership, honesty and transparency are 2 values that just popped out, like, that need to be there in a partner. I'm just going to read. It's not an exaggeration to say that without the sun, most of life would perish. This fiery star at the center of our solar system is also central to our survival. We orbit around the sun, and it is by far the most definitive and important source of elemental energy for our planet. The sun brings us light and is 85% brighter than most other objects in the Milky Way. A big ball of hydrogen and helium. The heat is radiated outwards from its core. We can see the sun's atmosphere, the coolest part of the sun, when we see an eclipse. Fascinatingly, the sun has magnetic fields flowing across it that vary in time and location. An 11-year-old solar cycle is the most prominent variation in which the number and size of sunspots waxes and wanes. That's interesting. 11-year solar cycle. I don't know, 11 years just jumped out at me for you. Such has been its influence and vital importance that the sun was recognized by ancient peoples as one of the first deities, just as itself. Later on, solar deities were recognized in many polytheistic cultures, had powerful sun gods. The sun was regarded as a masculine energy. The moon is regarded as feminine, most likely due to the sun's fiery and extroverted extreme nature. The seasons on Earth are directly influenced by the amount of sunlight a place receives and at what angle. Winter days are short and winter nights longer, and the angle of the sun is lower and more accurate, which gives less heat and light. Being deeply aware of and connecting to seasonal energies such as the introversion of winter or the explosion of attraction energy in spring can help us find greater flow and ease in everything from creation of projects to the conception of a baby. Fire. And the first card for the collective was the fire card. Interesting. And this creation of a baby just came up again. So I would say, we're in fall, moving into winter. So, looking for starting with your own inner masculine and feminine. And 11 is one of your numbers. Good. So, if they're saying, springtime's the time to like really start to create and find your partner. And that's when you were, fertile. And so maybe, it could happen now if you want, but maybe start with that inner masculine and feminine, like really getting that honesty, that transparency within yourself, starting to build that fire, that solar energy within. And so when the timing is right, you're cultivating the manifestation. Maybe when the sun starts to get at a more clear angle is when it's going to fall into place. But you contemplate that. I think it's fun. All right, Andrea. Thank you, Brooke. All right, Andrea, you're my last person. Andrea Price. Andrea. Nope. Yep. Oh, you got the animal companionship too. I don't know why I want to do that. It's like the heartbeat of the earth. Again, like this is what Lisa got, I think. I think it was Lisa. It's kind of that same message, and especially with animals with you. I'm getting really drawn into the little bird, the parakeet on her shoulder. Maybe there's some birds are coming in for you, Andrea. So maybe like commune with some birds this weekend. All animals are our friends. They're our companions. They're here to help us. We're here to help them. We're a family. We see them as nuisances. I see a little raccoon here, but they're really just holding frequencies just as we are. Look at wolf, snake, lots of shamanic animals, a lot of shamanic totems here. Giraffe is the big one coming in, the one that sees far above the scape. Each animal, if you do any kind of animal totem work, or there's a book called Animal Speaks, I can't remember the name, Andrew something, very famous book, like watching, and the Taoists, a lot of the Taoist practices, the Tai Chi and Qigong sets are all imitating nature. Across time, humans have observed animals to learn about themselves. Oh, good, a cat laying on you right now. Oh my gosh, cats are bringing in so much psychic energy. They're such healers. They're talking about light codes. They're bringing it in. Cats are doing a lot of work for the planet and for us right now. My cat is sleeping on his little tower behind me. Birds are coming in though. Birds are really showing up for you. So maybe, sitting outside and listening to the bird calls, just noticing which birds come into your view as you go through your day. Cardinal, blue jay, are big ones. Birds of prey. Sometimes you'll see hawk or osprey here in Florida. I'm not sure where you are, Andrea. But just notice, and just animals in general. Of course, the animals we have in our domicile, where'd that word come from? They're significant. They're our little helpers, our partners. Oh, you're in New Jersey. Oh gosh, there's all kinds of birds up there. I was just up in Virginia. I just am amazed at how many different varieties of birds are up there. When you're with animals, just be in communion. Realize so much information and love and healing is being exchanged, and just being mindful with that. There's messages for you, and you give them messages. There's communication and companionship. and that it really brings ease and a sense of oneness and a sense of stability, that you are home. You know, sometimes we are looking for home, you know, we feel like we just want to go home, but, you know, and Earth is our home, no matter where our soul's from, you know, Earth is our home. And all of the animal friends, this is our home. And so let's all just commune and get along and have love and celebration and respect that we all have our habits and our roles and our frequencies that we're providing to this beautiful planet of Gaia. We're all expressions of her in these bodies. So, companionship animals for you, Andrea. Okay, I'm going to draw one for me. And then my friend Kim's going to be coming to visit here in a little bit. For me, I forgot who I was doing it for. Oh my gosh, so appropriate. I've gotten this card before. Breath, life. I've been noticing a little more shallow breathing up here. And I've been really working on that. And you know, with breath work and my practices, my Qigong practices and my shamanic practices, like breath is God. It's bringing the essence of God, spirit, within my body. And then on the exhale, it goes out to be shared with the unified field and all other humanity and creations. And then when I breathe in, it is the mix of spiritual essence of everything coming into my body. And in this case, it's the heart is coming up, feeding the heart. She's in water. See this there's like a cycle thing going on here. It might even be going this way. Of heart, lungs, essence of spirit. It's collecting cosmic stardust, and then into the body, and then down into the waters. We talked about the water holding memory, and then up through the heart space. This is my heart, but it's also the cosmic heart. It's almost like the heart of all beings, or the heart of God. Life. This card's life. So wow, this is me, my health. I'm getting my health back in my priority list. And I also see that she is in, oh wow, this is kind of cool. I don't know if I've noticed this before. If you can see, she has like this swaddling, this sheath on her that she is now emerging from, like a cocoon, and that's getting peeled off. So there's a sense of freedom and emergence here. Wow, this is a powerful card. I'm gonna actually read this one and do a journey with this. But this is about life, not only my life, but the big picture. So breath and life is my card today. All the elements are present here. All right, with that, I am complete. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Not sure yet about next Saturday. I'm just rolling with it. I may be in Ocala in the middle of the woods, if that so calls me. All right. See ya. Blessings.